Yo, what's up everybody? Let's talk about Series 3, which is arguably the most important series in all of Marvel Snap because it hosts the majority of the cards available in the game. Luckily, in my humble opinion, some may disagree, but I do believe Series 3 lies in a free-to-play range, meaning that it's not going to take you a whole lot of your wallet or an insane amount of time to get majority of those cards. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't take a long time period. I'm still acknowledging that it takes quite some time. I started in beta and it took about 3-4 months to get a full Series 3. It takes a while, but you can get some of the cards that you want in Series 3 pretty quickly, and the token shop then becomes available, and they only cost 1,000 tokens, so it's a little bit more reasonable than, say, Series 4 and 5 that have extremely low drop rates and cost a bunch of tokens. Okay, so comparing those two, Series 3 is more manageable. But what cards in Series 3 are performing the best? Well, in today's video, we're going to do a little bit of a statistic deep dive, and that is because we have snap.fan right here, which records all the players that upload their data from the games they play. Now, these stats kind of vary depending on the meta, okay? So I want to go through some of the sorting filters that we're going to use to determine these cards, and then we're going to look at them and maybe, give some explanation as to why they're at the top, okay? So first of all, I only want to look at Series 3 cards, so let's switch it to, it's snap.fan still calling it pools. I want to call it series because that is what the developers want. Okay, there, boom. We are on Series 3 for cards only, okay? But then I only want to look at decks that are in Series 3 or under, right? If they're running a bunch of Series 4 and 5 cards, but just happen to be running one of these Series 3 cards, well, that doesn't really make sense for the players that are just entering Series 3 and want to know what cards they should save their tokens for, etc., right? So let's look at Series 3 only, and then we have our data. So as you can see in game scene, Sarah is one of the top cards, right? So she's just absolutely bonkers. You got Brood, Leader, Maximus. Okay, this is all great. They are played a lot, but believe it or not, some of these cards are not the highest win rate cards. Let's instead look at win percentage. Okay, win percentage, there you go. As you can see, Ultron is your highest win rate Series 3 card. Now, of course, the first thing you're probably thinking is, well, Drew, he's only seen 5.28% of the time. That's not a lot. You don't see this card very often, so who cares if it has a high win rate? Well, fair play. But I still want to look at the high win rates anyways, because some people are running this deck clearly to good success. Now, another key point here is that this is in-deck statistics. That means when you queue into a game, the very second that you do, whether you draw that card, whether you play that card, does not matter. The second that you entered that game, you queued in, the statistic is pulled, and if you win, its percentage is going to go up, and if you lose, the percentage is going to go down. Players that are queuing into Marvel Snap as a Series 3 deck with Ultron in their deck are winning 60% of the time. That is wild to me. That's pretty high. It is a strong card. When you pair it with number 2 here, Patriot, yeah, it gets really good because you get the buff on all those drones, and I think a lot of players maybe don't see that combo coming, and that's maybe why they're at the top. Now, Patriot has a lot of viability with a lot of other cards. Actually, while we're looking at these cards, I'll scroll down just a little bit. You're going to notice that there's a lot of 3-cost cards. We got Patriot, Polaris, Maximus, Thor, just to name a few that are at the top here. And that is because Silver Surfer was the December Season Pass card, and a lot of players picked up the Season Pass and still have him. He is one of the best decks, one of the most highly recommended lists to run to hit Infinite. So a lot of players are running that with a bunch of 3 costs, and if they only have so many from Series 3 to play with, they're going to put those in. But in particular, Maximus and Brood and Thor, like these ones are actually very good. But Polaris, despite having synergy with Silver Surfer, I see a lot of people knock this card off as one of the worst, but here she is in a 57% win rate. Let's go Polaris, okay? Seen only 10% of the time. Fair play. If we actually look at the scene percentage and we want to compare it to the win percentage, then the highest card would then be Brood. And that is kind of for that reason of Silver Surfer, right? And notably as well, there's not a whole lot of Zabu style stuff, no 4-cost stuff, despite Zabu being the season pass today. So I find if you can take anything from these statistics, whether you want to believe these win rates or not, totally fair for you. It's just a sample size and only a few of the available resources we have, but you can at least take this, that the season pass has a huge influence on the meta. Whatever the season pass card is, people are going to build decks with it and they're going to start running it like crazy. But in this instance with Zabu, I think Zabu is best with a lot of series 4 and 5 cards. So the people that are series 3, they're not really running Zabu a whole lot, or at least they're not trying. They're sticking with the Silver Surfer plays. Now, again, another big note is we have to also consider the fact that the Zabu season has only been out for about 12 days, whereas Silver Surfer's been out 40 plus. So he's going to have a lot more data, but I'm looking at win percentages. So that shouldn't really change anything, right? The season percentage would change. Regardless, that is what we're looking at here. Now, if you want to see something else here, I'm actually going to sort it by season 7 to see what has changed from last month. Okay, so we're in season 8 right now. Let's take a look at season 7 statistics. Okay, so right off the hop, the number 1 card, and this shocked me, honestly. This one shocked me. Thor is the number 1 card. Unreal. This card actually used to be a 4-6 stat line in beta when it was first released in the Love and Thunder season, and now he's a 3-4. He gives you Mjolnir in the deck. Hopefully you draw it, you play it, but lots of synergy with Silver Surfer, a lot of synergy with Wong and Silver Surfer. That's a great combo. But here he is. He's doing well, or at least was, and he's still in the top 10 or 12 of this season right now. And then you got Quinjet doing well, Ultron again, Arrow, a top performer, Patriot, Leader, Maximus. Now, I'm going to show you in a second some of the decks that run a lot of these cards, and you're going to probably find them very familiar because you either played against them a whole bunch or you've seen a bunch of YouTubers, content creators, or whoever else recommending these decks because they are great, okay? And lastly, guys, I want to show you what it looks like, the top performers for rank 80 to 100. I could show you what 100 plus infinite rank players, but I think they end up just playing a lot of meme decks because they're beyond infinite, so it doesn't really matter. So I don't feel like those statistics are all that relevant. 80 to 100 is the grind. That's when everyone's getting all sweaty and trying to try hard and whatnot to get infinite, right? So let's take a look at 80 to 100. And your number 1 is 0. I found this pretty shocking because Sauron just came out, right? So you'd think, oh, well, of course, people are trying that out and that deck is performing really well. But no, this is only in decks that have Series 3 cards solely. So, I mean, they're doing the Red Skull 0, Typhoid Mary. That combo seems to be very strong. Red Skull is a top performer every time. Maybe people are sleeping on this card. Sometimes he feels bad. Sometimes he feels great. So there you go. That's some of the top cards. Anyways, I thought this was interesting. Again, it is only Series 3 cards, right? And Series 3 and under decks. So just keep that in mind. If you like this content, reviewing the statistics, I'm going to show you some decks, and then we're going to play a deck with the top 12 cards despite not really synergizing together, and we're going to see how that does in a second here. But if you like this kind of content, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see similar stuff. All right, and then we got the good stuff. So I wanted to show you guys some deck lists before we get to the one that I'm actually going to be playing in a few matches. Some actually good decks, you know, ones that you can use to rank up if you want, if you have the available cards. Now, the first thing you might notice is that there are some Series 4 and 5 cards tucked away in here. But I had to show you the full capability deck list. I couldn't just, you know, give you the half the list and say, well, if you get the rest of the cards, or here's some suboptimal choices. So anyways, these are 3 that I've been playing with that are pretty fun, except for the top one. Imperial has some problems, but we'll get to that in a second. We have the Silver Surfer deck. So this one's great, guys. You just play a bunch of 3-drops. You play Silver Surfer. It buffs them all up. It's easy, happy days. Very weak to Cosmo, of course, if they can snipe your Silver Surfer play. And it's very weak to Leech above my head here. But regardless, it's a pretty fun and easy to pilot list. You play Sarah on turn 5, and then you can play 3-drops on turn 6 because they're all going to cost 2. So you can play 2 of them and then Silver Surfer, and then boom, you have such a big bursty turn 6 play. Then it also runs the Patriot and Mystique combo to give all those no ability buffs to your Broodlings, Misty Knight, Wasp, even Cyclops is in the list. A lot of these are interchangeable. Really, at the end of the day, you just need a lot of 3-drops. A great option as well, if you have them, is Wong. You could take out, say, like Cyclops for Wong, and then you could double up on your Thor Thor on reveals, and then Mjolnir on reveals, and Silver Surfer on reveals, and then you start going that route. There's a lot of ways you can build Silver Surfer, but it's in no doubt a good combination with Sarah. So if you have those cards, that's great. Now, Silver Surfer is technically a Series 5 card at this time. It was the December season pass, but here we are. He now costs 6,000 tokens, which feels bad, but it is one of the better cards that has been released in like the last 4 or 5 months, I would say, and one of the most consistent top performers in the meta. So it might be worth it, but regardless, this deck is very good. Then we have the Shuri Zero deck, which is gaining a lot of momentum. I'm highlighting this one because it has Red Skull in it, and I think a lot of people are starting to pick up that this is a really good card, especially in combination with Zero, with Shuri, which unfortunately is a Series 5 card, soon to be Series 4 by the end of the month. But this is a very fun and good deck list, but it does run Shuri, Black Panther, and She-Hulk, which are all Series 4 or 5 at this moment in time in mid-January. Okay, but if you have some of these key pieces, it can be really fun. If you have Red Skull, Zero, and Arnim Zola, well, you have a pretty good combo right there. It's very weak to on reveal counters like Cosmo, unfortunately, but so is everything else, so that doesn't really matter now, does it? And then we have the green boys above me right here, the heralded deck from December that gains so much momentum that everyone took out their pitchforks to take out Leader because he's so frustrating to play with, especially when people leech and then Leader, and oh my gosh, it feels bad, but it is still a very good deck, and it runs a lot of Series 1 and 2 cards, making it very easy to build early on in Series 3, which is probably why it gained a lot of momentum. But the thing about this deck list is that it runs a lot of those high win rate cards, further proof that this is a high win rate deck. It's got the Maximus, it's got Leader, Magneto, Arrow, it's got a lot of the cards that we're going to be running with in a short while. So let's take the top 12 win rate Series 3 cards in Series 3 decks, shove them all together in one deck, and see what they can do despite not really synergizing with each other. Let's check it out. All right, let's go. Let's see how this does. By the way, I think I totally forgot to mention him, but what is Miles Morales doing here? Why is this card in the top 12 highest win rate for Series 3? This is wild to me. Move decks are notoriously not meta, not very good. This one isn't even run in a lot of move decks. I really should have talked about him, but jeez. I think he had like a 1% scene rate, so not played at all, but apparently pretty good. I mean, he does end up being a 1/5. We can't knock that. It's just such a random card to see there. This Quinjet has like no synergy here. What can we even use Quinjet for? Straight up nothing. Straight up nothing. So that's cool. Monsters, okay, but overall I don't even find this deck all that bad. Like, of course, it's got all the high win rate cards, I guess, right? So like we have Patriot Brood synergies. I got Rock synergies apparently. Monstrous synergies. I got monstrous amounts of synergies here. It's gonna go okay. Well, he's gonna lockjaw. He's doing the Dracula lockjaw. Jocula deck. All right, do I want to whip out Maximus yet or just rip the Patriot now? I can actually move things with Arrow next turn, discounting Morales, and play Morales and Maximus later. It's not shabby. But I can't because of Dream Dimension. Ooh, that sucks. That does suck. We have to get Patriot out now, I think, and just end up playing Leader. Oh, Leader, no. It might not be enough power on the right either. Gamora coming out, okay. Or getting discarded, rather. Okay, oh, gets the Rock as well. Ice in me. Hits Morales, no problem. We weren't moving anything. A 5/5 Morales, feels good. Another disc on the Swarm this time. Okay, that's pretty good. That was pretty good for him, I would say. Dream Dimension coming out is just so brutal. Maximus is straight up our only play. This does not run Silver Surfer. He's snapping on me. I like the concept of leaving this space open for Leader, but I don't love my current situation. Maybe I go Maximus down the mid, leave as many spaces open here and here, see what he ends up playing. Definitely not playing this Rock. He goes for that location. He's going to throw the rock back. That's pretty smart. It's going to come out with Lady Sif, which isn't that much power, but it is enough to beat my Maximus if that's the way I want to go. I'm giving him enough stuff, but you know what? I feel like leader here is still a win. Because here's the thing. I could actually throw this rock out too. But I'm winning these locations. I'm ahead on power. This is how leader is done, man. I'm ahead on power. So whatever he plays, I'll probably reap the benefits from. It's going to be a bunch of swarms and apox or whatever. So we'll snap on them and we'll let's see. And they'll watch as leader, probably the most toxic high win rate card, is going to win us this first match. Or we absolutely blow it and he does something that we didn't see coming. But what's it going to be? Swarms and America Chavez will not be enough. It's just straight up power. And we just snipe 8 cubes from this guy by the difference of 1 power. He could have played like a discard card and discarded something to give Morbius power. That would have actually swung the tables. But the thing about the Jocula deck and why I felt a little bit confident there is because usually their turn 6 is focused around playing cards for power. The discard, it happens a lot sooner. It happens in like stages, you know, turns 2 to 5. So that was a pretty good win there. Let's see if this deck can keep doing it. All right, here we go. Number 2. Let's see if it... oh, a Screaming Canuck. What a name. All right, X Mansion. What's up? We got Quinjet here. I mean, I feel pretty reckless about throwing Quinjet on curve, but don't need to because I don't have a 2-drop. That's a decent lesson, right? If you don't have a 2-drop and you get the 1-drop in hand, and if you don't have any in the deck, then you don't have to play that 1-drop. You can see the locations first because look at, I had no other play this turn either. I would have had just a pass. Now I feel like I could play at New York and be happy about it. Don't have to invest in X Mansion, which could be totally random and screw me over. Dude. Look at this bear. What's happening? Is that Lamentus 1? Okay. He likes it. He likes Lamentus. Well, I get a free Maximus, bro. And we're going to see what happens at X Mansion. That's really going to decide the fate of this match. I have some pretty good cards in my hand, dude. I did not get Patriot for Ultron, so that won't be happening. I don't know. Bold choice. Bold choice to snap, and I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. Fight me. Yeah, let's just play Maximus and see what he's got. Dude, that Daredevil is sick. Oh my gosh, he's rocking that Green Goblin too? Get out of town. All right, X Mansion decides the fate of every game. Yellow Jacket? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. See, when you play the highest win rate cards, you actually get more RNG luck. It's a thing. It's a thing. And when you rock the Never Lucky title, it's a pity thing. All right, so now that we're winning the video game, we just have to focus on Lamentus 1 and Agatha. Let's move the Daredevil over to the left so that I can play Miles Morales for borderline free. Or we just play Morales now. Oh, he's giving me the eyes. I gotta give him the eyes. Gorgeous. All right, I'm thinking we just go here. We flip Morales out. We don't need to Polaris and do the combo because turn 5 we're gonna Red Skull. Turn 6 we're probably gonna leader in the mid to counter whatever he plans on doing. Seems good. All right, he's gonna Wong. That's maybe an issue. He does see what we're about to do, so I have to be aware of that. I don't know of what is the most optimal play for him. Normally with Daredevil, you want to like not Red Skull. You want a Professor X or you want a Hobgoblin. He could be running Hobgoblin. But I think for the most part, I'm fine just playing cards here. I probably want to split up my possible power. Maybe even lean into Red Skulling there, but I think I want to go here, okay? I really wish I could Magneto. In fact, maybe we do Magneto. I'm just concerned about a Shang-Chi. I'm really leaning heavily into a Shang-Chi play, but Magneto might be super, super nasty if that's his big play at the end of the game. So let's see what we can do here. He could Shang-Chi us, though. That would be devastating. That wins the game. And he might not even do it this turn. He might do it next turn. He might White Tiger this turn and then lean into the Shang-Chi play, and that's just nasty. All right, he's gonna fill that location. It's gonna be debris twice. Oh, nasty, dude. And I can't move anything over. So he has to play 8 power on the right to win the video game, and I can't do anything. Wow, what a play. I guess I just do this for power. I'm normally this is almost a retreat situation. He's got 3 cards. He only has to play 2 here, 8 power. He wins the game. Well, no, 9 power. 9 power total, and he wins the game. I don't know what he could be running to get to that power level, but I'm curious to find out. So let's see what happens. 2 cards. My movement does nothing. Viper does nothing. That's 3. He needs 6. Luke Cage might do it. Tie. It doesn't do it. No, I feel bad for this guy. Oh, man, that was a sweet play with the Luke Cage Hazmat combo. But in the end, Agatha basically won it for us, right? You take 14 off of this location. We're down to 23. That'd be the difference of 6. And in the mid, he's winning by 11. X-Mansion. Oh my gosh. Oh no. On to the next one. All right, I usually only do 3 here, but I don't want them to be all wins. This should not be doing well, but maybe it should be. Oh, I don't know. Big debate there. Okay, there you go. Like, none of these cards really synergize with each other that much, except for just being good cards, which a main meta deck is kind of built around just good cards, right? Oh my goodness, that is so bad, but also so good. Well, oh my gosh, man. These cards. Oh! He might leave. He just might leave. I can lead her. Oh, he left. Oh my goodness. That would have been hilarious. All right, that's 3. We'll go for another one because that was quick. We intimidated him right off the hop. He probably didn't like the peak. Probably hated the peak. Oh man. That was wild. We were going to leader over and over and over again. The only thing about that, he probably would have caught on and played something at Cloning Vets, but it's fine. All right. The Raft. Not good for us. Nova coming out. That's fine. We do have Thor. We have Triskelion. What? Bro. Carnage right away. Angel coming out. Oh, Pixel variant agent. Angel. Amazing. We do get Quinjet in the deck, in the hand. Not great. Not bad. If he completes the Raft here, that would be... Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay, Deadpool coming out. Armor coming out. He really, really wanted the Raft completed. And I have leader, though, man. Oh, no. Okay, so... We have pretty well won the Raft, right? We can just accept that victory, that small victory, I would say. And I don't even need to particularly play too much here because Angel's going to get the +2, go to 8. Quinjet's going to be 2. That goes to 10, and then I just need a little bit more power. He's not going to be able to buff these, really. So I could invest Maximus, but I think I want to just get Maximus elsewhere. Try and win another location. He's going Warpath. He's probably going to Cosmo Destroyer, right? Something along those lines. Oh, wait, no, that's Triskelion. That's a totally random card. We could Polaris to pull something off of there, but I don't know if I want to do that particularly. I think right now I want to Captain Marvel here, and then I'm going to leader whatever he plans on doing. And Captain Marvel will save the day, and Angela will get the buff past 10. 3 cards. Oh my goodness. Helican. Oh my gosh. Bucky Barnes and Venom. What? How did he have the energy to do? Oh, that was free. Helicarrier was free. Oh, that was sick. Okay. I still see him in a tough spot here. Now, I think the last card he played was Venom. He could Taskmaster the Venom here, and then I'm in a tough spot. I could Magneto instead. But that doesn't do it very good either, right? Because I just pulled the 2 Venoms over here, and they win the game. Captain Marvel can fly to the mid to tie, but that won't be enough. That won't be enough. So I think Leader is just the play. And you just kind of hope that he's just going to play like Death or something, huh? All right, let's snap on and see what happens. Leader again? Oh, man. Leader. And he's been nerfed, by the way. He was 4 power, now he's 3. Has that changed anything? No. People still retreat. People still retreat on turn 6 because they don't know. I don't think he did that. For that reason, he probably had not a very good hand. All right, we're just going to keep going. These are unedited, by the way. We're just going to keep rolling. Keep it going. See if until we lose. This guy's really, really hot. I don't know. I keep thinking that this should not be winning, but maybe it should. But I don't want it to seem like a deck you should start running on ladder, and then you're going to be like, Drewberry, why'd you tell me to do this? It's terrible. Because it should be. It should be. They don't synergize with each other. You play decks that synergize with each other. That's the whole point of the game. I just want to test it out for fun. We're doing this for the funs. That's what we do on this channel. But here we are. Winning. Despicable. Despicable. I hate it when I win. Gosh. I kind of want a Thor now. But Thor's almost useless with Subterranea. And Polaris, I don't know if she could ever screw him over. It's probably, let's face it, it's probably Cerebro 2. What I'm thinking, actually, quick little hot thought here, is I could Red Skull in the final turn to buff some of these little 2 boys up, breaking the Cerebro cycle. It's pretty good plan. Yep, get over here. That's a new animation, Polaris. Very cool. All right, so we have to play Thor anyhow. You know, well, if you're going to play Thor, I guess you just go here on the left. Dream Dimension again. So lame. So lame. One of the worst locations in my opinion. Just don't like it. There it is. So, the plan is simple. Play nothing this turn. Play Patriot this turn. Why would I ever play Patriot? Because I can play a rock. Yeah. Yeah, I like rocks. Alright, I want to Red Skull the location that's going to have the least annoying little 2 power boys. I don't know where I can successfully do that. Let's try here. Yes. Okay. Mystique. Really, really leaning in heavy on the Cerebro plan. I've got bad news. It might not work out. Or it might. It might. Because now I have the complication of needing to snipe one of these clones. He could move them. He retreats. What's happening? Why'd you retreat? Oh my goodness. What the? I don't even know what our win rate is now. We were supposed to lose like ages ago. This video is going to be so long. Atlantis. This is not the point I'm trying to make. Sometimes you just never... I hope he has Shang-Chi. I've never wanted to lose more in my life. Please, Dreadlord. Please. End me. Psylocke? Okay. I'm not gonna just play silly though. Oh, well now we have quite the decision, huh? We could get the free 6 or we get the free Hulks. Probably the Hulks every day of the week because the raft won't be as good. Oh my gosh, he goes for the raft. You could have Jubileed Gamma Lab, dude. Oh my gosh, you could have Jubileed Gamma Lab. What have you done? I hope you better have Shang-Chi with that kind of play. Or retreat now, son. Because I'm going to Red Skull Atlantis and it's just done. You're over. You're done. You're going to even move over your things. Give you even a harder time. Then I can Morales. And I can Patriot. Oh my gosh, dude. What is happening? Oh, I couldn't. Of course I couldn't. Oh. I'm fine with that, Sandman. I even misplayed. I thought for some reason Mr. Fantastic cost 2, but he's not. Oh. Nice. I can only play one. Which one do I want to play? Red Skull seems pretty good. It's going to make you 14, but that doesn't matter in the face of 16 now, does it? And I feel like he wouldn't think to play there. Oh, I hope you Shang-Chi me, bro. Please, right down the middle. I can play Red Skull on the right. That would give him 2, 4, 6. On top of his 4, it'd only get him to 10. But if he plays one more card there, it's over. And I have a feeling he's going to play at the raft trying to beat me there. Let's find out. Beat me. Take me out with your Sandman Shang-Chi ways, please. Will this ever end? Who will take me down? Oh my gosh. Here's the thing. I'm going to have to edit in between so the video is a reasonable length. Oh man. So you guys are all going to think, well, he just skipped to the wins. I've never wanted to lose more in my life. Look at the hood. That's cool, dude. I have this variant. That excites me to upgrade this. Wow. Oh, gosh. Demon. I can move it with Polaris. Rocks. More rocks. A lot of rocks. Lots of rocks nowadays. Okay, let's do that, and then maybe they Carnage there. Oh my gosh, he's in such a bind on the left. Dude, love that animation from Polaris. Let's go. Ultron hasn't even come into play. I thought this deck would have such a curve problem, like too many late game stuff. Not the case. Not the case at all. He might be conceding the left because of the poor state that it's in. This just seems insane. I want to do it next turn, in fact. So this turn, I get power out here because that seems like my best possible location. Right? Get 5 more power there. Make him play there. Vision coming out. Vision flies over. That's only 5. That won't cut it. So we just do that and throw out a rock just for fun. All right. Finish me, Shang-Chi or something, dude. Do something. Do something great. Play like Death at Necrosha for no reason and just win the game. Don't move Vision. Leave Vision there. It's a winning play. Don't move him. His ability says move. Don't move him. Come on. Come on. Bring it home. Bring it home. You're thinking about this final. Do not retreat either. Jeez, a lot of cowards out there today. Don't retreat. Don't do it. You can win this. I know you can. You can't win the mid, though. You've already won the right, bro. You already... Polaris. No. No. Jessica Jones is not enough. She's not enough. I hate to break it to you, but you lose. I hate to break it to me, but I win. All right. Fine. There you go. We won every game. I couldn't stop winning. I tried to win the games, but I also equally was cheering for my opponents. And there you go. I just won them all. Take it for what you want to think. Don't run this deck. Don't do it. It's not good. Don't buy cards with tokens because they're too expensive. There's certain cards maybe in Series 3 that are worth it, but I don't know about this combination of cards. I don't know what to think anymore. I don't know what meta, what's good, what's bad, what's not. I don't know. I'm over it. I don't know anymore. Thank you for watching. I will catch you guys next time.